The Zorathi research vessel hummed with excitement as the science team gathered around their latest specimen. Dr. Vexlor's 4 arms danced across the holographic displays, documenting what they believed to be the first deceased human ever recovered by their species. Remarkable, Vexlor chittered through his mandibles. No pulse detectable by any of our instruments. Core temperature has dropped to 18.3 degrees Celsius. No neural activity registering on any wavelength we can measure. This human female has been dead for approximately 6 hours. His assistant, Thrick, leaned closer with the scanner. The damage is extensive, Dr. Vexlor. Massive trauma to the thoracic cavity, severe blood loss. Whatever killed her was thorough. The human lay on their examination table, still in the remnants of a torn military uniform. Lieutenant Rebecca Thompson, according to the tags they translated. Her skin had taken on a pale, waxy appearance that the Zorathi associated with death in most carbon-based species. Begin the full autopsy, Vexlor ordered. The Council will want a complete analysis of human physiology. This opportunity may not come again. 23 Zorathi scientists buzzed with anticipation. Humanity had been a mystery since first contact 3 years ago. They refused all requests for biological samples, medical scans, or anatomical data. Now finally they would unlock the secrets of these strange, resilient beings. Thrick activated the laser scalpel, bringing it toward the subject's chest. The beam was millimeters from skin when Rebecca's eyes snapped open. The scream that followed came from Thrick, not the human. Rebecca's hand shot up, catching the laser scalpel assembly and crushing it like paper. She sat up smoothly, bones that should have been shattered moving without impediment. The hole in her chest, large enough to put a fist through, was already visibly smaller than the scans had shown. That, Rebecca said calmly, really hurt. The Zorathi stumbled backward, knocking over equipment in their haste. Several fell from their perches, wings buzzing frantically. Only Vexlor remained somewhat composed, though his eye stalks had retracted fully into his head. You were dead, he stammered. All our readings confirmed it. No species can survive that level of trauma. Rebecca examined the closing wound in her chest with mild interest. Yeah, I was dead. For a while. Thanks for keeping me somewhere cool, by the way. Heat makes it harder to come back. Come back. She stood, stretching muscles that had been still for hours. Several Zorathi fainted. Oh right, you don't know about human resilience. See, we evolved on an absolutely hostile planet. Everything tried to kill us, so we developed some unusual survival mechanisms. But death is final. Thrick protested from behind an overturned table. Once neural activity ceases, consciousness is gone. Not for humans, Rebecca replied, examining the remains of her uniform. Our brains can restart after complete cessation. Our hearts can begin beating after hours of stillness. Hell, there are humans who've been frozen solid and came back. We call it clinical death versus biological death versus actually not getting back up death. Vexlor's scientific mind warred with his terror. How many times can you do this? Depends on the damage. Rebecca prodded her nearly healed chest. This? Maybe 40 or 50 times before it gets problematic. Now, decapitation, that's trickier. Usually permanent. Usually, several Zorathi shrieked in unison. There was this one guy in Toronto. Rebecca began, then noticed her audience was on the verge of psychological collapse. But that's not important right now. What's important is that you return me to human space immediately. Of course. Vexlor agreed instantly. We'll prepare our fastest ship. And, Rebecca continued, you'll probably want to spread the word to other species. Killing humans doesn't always stick. We get back up. We remember who put us down. And we're usually pretty cranky about it. The implications hit the Zorathi like a physical force. Their entire understanding of mortality, of the finality of death, crumbled before this impossibility. How could you defeat an enemy that refused to stay dead? How could you wage war against a species for whom death was merely an inconvenience? As Rebecca was escorted to a shuttle, the Zorathi maintaining a careful distance, Vexlor turned to his traumatized team. Addendum to our report, he said quietly. Humans are not to be engaged in hostilities under any circumstances. They are incompatible with death. Later, as Rebecca's shuttle departed, Thrick asked the question haunting them all, do you think she was joking about the decapitation? Vexlor shuddered, a full-body motion that rattled his exoskeleton. I don't want to find out. Neither did the rest of the galaxy once the report spread. humanity's newest diplomatic advantage, being too stubborn to stay dead.